CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Najahe Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. We begin with breaking news. The judge who presided over the case of the Parkland shooter has resigned. Elizabeth Schur submitted her letter of resignation to Governor Ron DeSantis. It takes effect June 30th. We're going to have more on this story tonight at 5. Lauderdale Lakes residents are demanding answers following a string of shootings. Earlier today, the city held a news conference. It's to discuss what they are doing about the violence. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis has the report.
3 shootings in 24 hours in Lauderdale Lakes, including security footage from this one. The Broward Sheriff's Office is looking for the driver of a black sedan they say was involved in a drive-by shooting. The mayor and Captain Warnell Phillips, the district commander for Central Broward Lauderdale Lakes District, both ensuring they're doing all they can to keep residents safe.
Care City Lauderdale Lakes is making sure that you can continue on with your daily routine without living in fear.
We had 3 shootings within a 24-hour period, and we understand that that's an unfortunate situation, and it could have occurred anywhere in our country. However, it occurred in the city of Lauderdale Lakes.
Captain Phillips says one of the shootings was domestic, and the suspect was arrested shortly after. The second one, they're hoping, will come to a resolution shortly. The third one, he says, came to a peaceful conclusion after it happened. Residents not happy with the news conference held today.
Make sure that we as City of Lauderdale Lakes determine if we need some more police officers during the daytime.
You can always use more help and more assistance. However, your zones and your city is properly staffed to make sure that you have adequate personnel to keep your community safe.
So you're telling me that we have 8 police officers during the daytime. For the record now, I just want to make it crystal clear.
I'm telling you that your community is safe and you have nothing to worry about.
Trish Christakis, CBS News, Miami.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And taking a live look outside, it is hot and dry right now, but thunderstorms might soon be rolling in. Next Weather meteorologist Dave Warren has all the details.
Yes, we'll be upping those rain chances here over the next few days. Right now, we have to keep the temperatures up there. 91 as our current temperature, feeling like 92. Bright blue skies there. That breeze coming in from the east, just about 14 miles an hour with the gust from time to time here. Becoming breezy by the end of the week. That'll increase our rain chances, and then we could have a few storms pushing into the area through the weekend. Right now, the radar network is all clear. You get the clouds coming in, get that Gulf Coast sea breeze trying to develop here. Where they come together, you might get a shower popping up. That'll stay well inland of the metro areas there. Upper 80s, except for Miami at 91 degrees. Check in with the Keys, just a little cooler in Key West. And we have an 89-degree temperature coming in from Marathon. Now, there's the activity over the interior tonight. About 11 o'clock, still pretty dry across the area. The breeze coming in from the east, it's there tomorrow morning. That brings the clouds through the area here, works them to the interior. Maybe seeing a shower or two develop over the inland areas there tomorrow afternoon. The clouds building up, and you might get a spot or two of blue, but should be relatively dry again tomorrow. We'll keep the rain chances down, but they do start to climb just a bit by Saturday, specifically Sunday and Monday. We'll have those showers and storms developing. High pressures in control. We get showers inland, a front working its way south. That's why we're calling for a building breeze. This will be the weather on Thursday and Friday. Wind pretty strong here. The front falls apart, but you get that gusty breeze coming in right from the east. Upper low develops, and as it drifts north, you get some moisture increasing across the area. We'll keep an eye on how this develops. It'll really impact which areas do get the showers if they do develop here this weekend, but the things are there to really increase the rain chances over the weekend. Here's your temperatures tomorrow. We'll start pretty warm, and we'll keep it right into the mid to upper 80s there with those lower rain chances in the afternoon. You'll start to notice the humidity increasing a bit by the end of the week and the weekend here. We're coming out of the comfortable range. Humidity starting to work its way back into the area. Use caution on the water here with that east to northeast wind, 10 to 20 knots, seas 1 to 2 feet. There's a light chop in the bays and in the Keys here. No alerts. The wind's out of the east about 5 to 10 knots, just a little calmer there. Extended forecast here. The rain chances going up. We get showers and storms on Saturday and Sunday for Mother's Day. Might have to work around that here. The temperatures will fall a bit with that stronger east wind. That keeps the temperatures down into the mid 80s. we're still high rain chances on Monday. Showers and storms to start next week, and the heat's around, as well as the rain chances. They're relatively low, but we up to about 90 degrees both Tuesday and Wednesday as that breeze turns to the southeast, about 5 to 10 miles an hour.
All right, thank you, Dave. In Broward County, a detective from the Broward Sheriff's Office Special Victims Unit has been arrested. And this is for allegedly falsifying information and closing out sex crimes cases without thoroughly investigating them. In one case, he also apparently threatened a victim with deportation. 48-year-old Demetrius Campbell faces 9 counts of official misconduct and 1 count of extortion. We're told that Campbell got caught when a victim called the department to ask about the status of her sexual battery case. According to reports, when one of Campbell's supervisors asked him about it, he falsely said that the victim was uncooperative. The sergeant then reopened the case and others. They got sworn statements from 9 other victims. Campbell has been with BSO for 21 years and is now suspended without pay. Police need your help helping to find a shooter who killed 2 people in an SUV. It happened on an I-95 entrance ramp in Fort Lauderdale. Bullets ripped through the windshield. Fort Lauderdale police say the suspects from Deerfield Beach took at least 18 shots. If you have any information, call police. The Title 42 immigration policy ends tomorrow. The Biden administration is getting ready to introduce sweeping new restrictions for migrants today. CBS News learned under the new policy, migrants who cross the southern border without authorization will be ineligible for asylum. That's unless they can prove that they requested it in another country. The rule does not apply to unoccupied children. Migrants will also need to pass interviews with standards stricter than the ones even used today. Those who can't prove they're eligible face deportation and a 5-year banishment from the U.S. Hurricane season starts 3 weeks from tomorrow. The 37th annual Governor's Hurricane Conference kicked off in West Palm Beach this morning. Each year, the conference focuses on hurricane planning and preparedness. It also provides people with an opportunity to learn the best practices across the state.
This is important now more than ever as we continue to recover from a devastating 2022 hurricane season and we prepare for the 2023 hurricane season, which is just over 3 weeks away.
In preparation for hurricane season, there will be 2-week hurricane sales tax relief holidays. The first time there will be 2. The dates are from May 27th through June 9th and again from August 26th to September 8th. New details in the search for a new superintendent for Broward schools. After hours of debate, board members voted to amend the search. The board received 26 applicants for the job, but they say none were qualified for the position. The new timeline extends the search for candidates through May 16th. Semifinalists will be selected on May 22nd. Those semifinalists will then have until May 26th to submit videos to the board, and finalists will be selected on May 30th. Community input will be on June 14th, and a new leader for the district will be selected by the 15th. When we come back, a deadline is looming if you're a parent of a high school senior looking to get financial aid. Everything you need to know next. Welcome back. Advisors for the U.S. Food and Drug Administration voted in support of making the birth control pill available over the counter, saying the benefits outweigh the risks. The advisors were asked to vote on whether people were likely to use the tablet called the O pill properly. 17 voted yes, 0 voted no or abstained. If approved, this would be the first birth control pill available over the counter in the United States. The state of Florida rejected more than a third of the social studies textbooks submitted for approval. According to the Florida Department of Education, social studies materials were rejected because they were, quote, inaccurate or were not aligned with state law. Governor Ron DeSantis has been critical of teaching America's racial history in the classroom. Florida education officials say they are working with publishers to update materials to comply with state standards. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is taking steps to send migrants to Democratic-led cities again. We are learning several companies have been selected to help find volunteer migrants to transport. DeSantis got some negative attention last year. As you might recall, he arranged 2 flights to carry migrants from San Antonio to Martha's Vineyard without alerting the community they were coming. The Consumer Price Index for April is scheduled to be released. Many economists are expecting inflation will stay high. And this comes as President Joe Biden and top congressional leaders had a 60-minute sit down to address the financial threat of default. But talks fell flat without a deal. While the White House wants the spending cap lifted without restrictions, House Republicans are pushing for their already passed plan. It raises the ceiling $1.5 trillion and cuts some domestic programs. CBS News Miami has announced our Dolphins preseason broadcast team. Kim Beaucamper will join Steve Goldstein up in the booth. Mike Cunho and Joanna Torres will be roaming the sidelines as reporters. The NFL will release team schedules tomorrow night. The power of CBS News and the CBS News Miami stream are always at your fingertips. We're on Pluto TV and it's all free. Or you can find us on your favorite streaming device with the CBS News app, then click CBS News Miami. And later, we are hearing from writer E. Jean Carroll following her legal victory against former President Donald Trump. What she has to say coming up tonight. That is the CBS News Quickcast. I'm Najahe Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami.